This station, the slave station, is no police station, no train station, no bus station. Calling all bad slaves from long gone till nigh. Slaves that recognize their culture, never bend, never bow, never listen to Babylonian philosophy, but interested in mother earth and mother life and mother liberty. All bad slaves tune in to the badass station, JahBunny station.
Good. Richard feeling this, and may I represent the Caribbean Eatery. The 15th of March is going to be the big kickoff of the Chill Spot Fridays. When I say Chill Spot, you're going to have karaoke, and you can book your tables. We're going to have cocktail and seafood on sale. We're going to have jerk chicken. We're going to have jerk pork. We are going to have a crocus bag of thing with a whole heap of scandal bag beside that. Music are going to be by DJ Diamond. The time to be there is 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. Remember, every Friday after the 15th of March is a crocus bag of thing. When we say come for the karaoke, come for the vibes, come for the ambience, come for everything. Richard Feelings are endorse it. Remember, the address is E175QJ. When we say E175QJ, so everybody must know where that there. Chill Spot. It's all about a Friday, and every Friday and every Friday and every Friday. Richard Feelings are endorse that.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, world. This is the Rastafari International Ambassador, JahBunny, better known as the Badass, the man from Buzzwalk, Bakawal. And I'm here today to give you all a serious breakdown of the Privy Council decision. Now that the appeal court overturned Vybz Kartel case, I gave you the ruling yesterday, but I didn't say a word. And since then, I have been observing the social media status, and I must point out that I'm very surprised of some of the decision that I see people highlighting. One, I did not know that the lack of legal knowledge across the board was so dumb. Even people that call themselves legal representative of the legal system, actually, the ruling yesterday point out where most people do not know what the Privy Council decision mean. So I'm going to try to break that down in my Bakawal classroom mind. I'm not here now to promote anything. I'm just going to break down how the system works. Today's message is directed, I took notes because I want to be factual and accurate. Today's message is directed to the youths under 50. Yeah, this message is directed to the under 50. It is directed to everyone, but specifically to the under 50 and those of you who are aspiring to continue the rude boy life. Now, look, I'm Lily White, very proud of it. So I take off my cap to let Vybz Kartel and his team recognize now who is speaking. Yeah, this is not a normal everyday man speaking now. And this message now is, as I said, to all rude youth. I, JahBunny, is here to take responsibility for what my generation start. So let's break this down. The first thing I'm going to say to you all, including Vybz Kartel, don't let them fool you. You hear me say? Don't let them fool you. So let's break down who I'm classing as them today. Them, I would describe: 1, Vybz Kartel. 2, Isat Buchana. 3, the legal system. All 3 of them is working together to fool the youths. So let me tell you how I come to that conclusion. When I listen to how Ghetto and lay people talking about this case, they're so, for lack of a better word, dumb. Everybody's up in the feeling about, well, them can't retry him because it don't cost too much money. That might be the case, but that's not the significant issue here. The significant issue, I am telling you all now, that the case did not cost Vybz Kartel anything. No make Isat Buchana fool you, and no make Kartel fool you. Him no pay a penny. It no cost him nothing. No make the legal system fool you. I break it down now. Come tell you but you not listen through how me talk and me no sound like me bright. So you dismiss me. But I listen now when me go tell you now. This is my 3rd encounter with the Privy Council. My 3rd encounter. Yeah. And this case is what, because I'm at the age now where I can cipher out things. My 1st and 2nd encounter, I did not learn much. I learned a lot, but I did not learn much. But this case is what now brings certain things to the forefront that I'm going to teach you all now about. Remember, in my chronicles, I told you all, we start all of this, my generation. Go back and check my chronicles. My first encounter with the Privy Council stems from Maria Hector, better known as Feddy. Maria Hector, Feddy, in 1970, was arrested for the first bank robbery in Jamaica history. That result in a guard losing his life. That's the first bank robbery in Jamaica, 1970. Feddy and that bank robbery was alleged to kill the guard in the process of the robbery. At the time, Maria Hector was 16 years old. I'm telling you, say, from me a tender youth, we are do the things them, you know. But this is not about I. It's about the Privy Council. Maria was arrested and tried in 1972 and found guilty and sentenced to death. Keep in mind, he committed the act when he was 16. Maria spent 11 years in prison before the Privy Council actually heard his case and ruled that it was his conviction was unsound. Not the killing, not the robbery, but the conviction was unsound because of his age. He was not supposed to sentence a 16-year-old juvenile at the time to the gallows. So there was no way that could have stand. When the court made that ruling, there was 21 other juvenile that was sentenced throughout that period to death. I don't want to name them off now because they're all my friends, But when Maria was released, it was all of them was released and time served. Time served because of the unsound conviction. So that was my first encounter with the Privy Council. As I said again, it was my generation that started and set it. My second encounter was, again, I told you, Anthony Tingle, who in 1974 was arrested for 21 grain store robbery. All the grain store them downtown, we robbed them. And he was sentenced again for life and 10 years. At the time, they did not hold Tingle with a gun. But the law was, if you commit a crime and a gun was involved, you would receive life sentence. So General Starkey, Anthony Tingle was sentenced to life, 10 years for the grain store robbery, and life for the invisible gun. That case again was a test case. So that was appealed and came to the Privy Council. Thereafter, the Privy Council ruled that it was unconstitutional to sentence a person for a gun that the state did not found, and only an allegation to life. And reverse Anthony Tingle case for resentencing. Hear the word? Resentencing. So the court ruled that the life was unconstitutional and reversed the case back for resentencing. At the time, General Starkey had put in nearly 5 years waiting for the decision. And the state gave him time served and released him. So that's my second encounter with the Privy Council. So now, here we are now with Mr. Palmer case, and now the court remit back the case for retrial. My prediction, based on the factor here, my prediction is that the state will also plea bargain with Mr. Palmer, and he might receive time served and be released. That's what my prediction is. Now, what do these three cases have in common? Let's look at that. The common factor in all these three cases is one, all the prisoners involved are ghetto youths with no money. When I say ghetto youth with no money. So I want you to get out on the head. Don't make nobody fool. It's not money that cartel have. Why in case come a Privy Council? Money have nothing to do with it. This case is bigger than money. In case not have nothing to do with money. So don't make nobody tell us say because cartel have money. Cartel don't have no money for bringing case come a Privy Council. So let me break down some things to you now. For me to say I no money do it. When I was a boy, Jamaica had a beautiful, and they still do, legal aid system. Every country have what you call legal aid system. The system does work if you know how to work it. You hear me say? The system does work if you know how to work it. So that's what Kartel did. He worked the system. He never abused no money. tell me I tell them the business now, you know. Ghetto youth, me I tell them the business. Now make them follow now. And then the money cartel have. There is certain violation within the Constitution that when the state bridge your constitutional right, the state cannot get away with it. And that's what happened in cartel case. Cartel case is what you call a novel issue. What was the novel issue? The novel issue was the juror tampering. It's a novel issue. It's a question of law. You never know say badass a law lord. See it? Badass study this. Yeah? And I can go draw for me. Some other book where that make your head hurt and if you realize I sit down on them kind of book, you know. Yeah. So now take me like you see me. I owe me sound. Me know what you go look for and what you find what you look for. Yeah? Now, when there's a question of law, so the question is not where Lizard is. Nobody no care where Lizard is right now. Lizard family responds for that. The question is how sound was the conviction. So even though the appellate court in Jamaica upheld the lower court decision, it had was to issue a thing called criteria. In other words, clearance for it to go to Privy Council. And once it issued the criteria, then you have pro bono, P-R-O-B-O-N-O, pro bono representation. Look it up. Whosoever feels for go look it up. You have that now. So that's what take over. Yeah? Pro bono representation. Meaning that now cartel don't have the money. So it's in General Starkey case, General Starkey never have a penny. We were petty robbers back then. Petty robbers. So when we get old, a legal aid defend we. And if the violation, because in Starkey case, the violation was giving him life and never find a gun, that was a big violation. So legal aid appeal and it got through. And when it got through, pro bono representation take it over here in England. And you have a next representation named Amicus Curiae. Amicus Curiae. A-M-I-C-U-S. Amicus. C-U-R-I-A-E. Curiae. Amicus Curiae, look it up, is friends of the court. That's why you see so much top lawyer sit down in the Privy Council. They wasn't being paid by cartel. Now make them fool, you know. That was big liar. Yes, big liar, but he never paid them. One set was friends of the court. The other set was legal aid, but this time now is pro bono. So both set of liar, one set of liar is law lords. So if you was watching the proceeding, when the judge asks for, at the first hearing before the decision, I was in the court and I watched when the judge asks, let's have a president and how the jury issue went down. As the court asked that question, the defense team for Vybz Kartel, the Amicus Curiae team pass up 3 case law. That's why, listen to the ruling. The judge ruled, I think, in Scotland, the law is this. And if you remember, the defense barrister state that what happened in Jamaica could not happen here in England. So that's why the decision came back so quick, because there was nothing more to go and look at. It's the law. It's the law. So there is nothing to do with fix or set or daddy say that couldn't happen here in England. And that's the law. So now that we get that out of the way, let's address a different issue. What Kartel have with Hector Maria and Anthony Tingle? I'm going to point this out now. Hector Maria, in broad daylight, before I think around 2 or 3 weeks before the bank robbery, he was the one that started the real Spangler and Vikings war. I'm going to history now. Yeah. And that war started one night when we're coming from down a Victoria Pier, waterfront. Prince Delroy was playing on the roof of Victoria Pier, and all gang was down there. Spangler, Max, Pidgin, Southside, Tel Aviv, Max, Vikings. And in those days, we all walk to dance. At the time, I was a young Vikings. So our base was 8th Street in Trenchtown. So when dance over, we walk up King Street, come around South Parade, and we had an encounter with Spangler at West Cream Street corner and Orange Street corner under the Bata Piazza. And Elias from Spangler uses ratchet and cut out Colonel Shine belly, drop him tripe. Luckily, we were able to take Shine to public hospital quick enough and he didn't die. So that was the Sunday night. The Monday morning, when we discussed that on the corner, one of our commander, again, like I said, at the time, Hector was very young, but he was the rising sharp shooter. He was the stinger at the time, because this is how the badness going on. Every so often, we have a youth rise up and him at the stinger. So at the time, for Vikings, we had a couple stingers. We have Tat as a stinger, and we have Babu as a stinger, and we have Feddy. They were the three stinger at the time. So when the commander issued the direction went like this. Spangler I get bad. Spangler want check. Feddy, go and check Spangler. That was the command. And Feddy and an ex-Hydrin went down to Regent Street and Charles Street and intercept Elias. They had a few words in broad daylight. While they were talking, Elias sent gone for him skeng. But while him send gone for him skeng, Feddy release his skeng and put on 4-piece upon him in broad daylight in front the public. That's how that went down. Feddy come back on the corner, and that was that. I know when I hear breeze blow about that. So Feddy thing up. Hence when Feddy go up on the bank works, him already chigga happy. So him have the chigga buzz there. So when the guard man shuffle, it give him a next chance to test out him finger. Right. Now we're talking about what these three men have in common. When Feddy released from prison after serving 11 years, Feddy returned to the scene. So him come back on the scene. But him come back a different person. Because he's much older now, from 16, 11 years, put on 11 and 16, work out where you get 11 and 16, is around 37, somewhere around there now. So he's a big man. He might think different. So he might think now, same for go around and guide youth and speak to youth now. So he might not see him sharpshooter again because he learn. And one thing, prison make you learn. Yeah. So me I talk to the youth them now. So Feddy come out a different man, and from what I heard, a youth steal a bike somewhere in a Craigtown there, and Feddy a caution him about his behavior. But Feddy, from what I heard, speak with a certain amount of authority because being there done that. And the youth never like how Feddy talk to him and draw him gun and shoot him down. And they say it there. Now, as I said before, General never kill nobody when him get the life and tenure. He never kill nobody. General never shoot nobody yet neither. All we were just Rudy Poo. In other words, we just like to play with guns. And most of the stick up that we do back then is with guns. And it was a cat and mouse thing between we and the police. The police know so we have gun and them, when them saw and left them and, you know, the hide and seek. We are youth, because we're doing these things from we were youth. So it was fun. All of us start out doing these things as fun. Like test your skill. You test your skill. I mean, you go up on the first robbery and you tell them, can we watch the movie, you know? And we play out the movie on the ground. So you go in a place and say, stick it up, hands it over, and you come out with a big bag of money. The feelings are nice, you know, so that becomes the in thing for us. Yeah. So me never look no work. Me go up and works. That was my thing. Hence, General get old for 21. Green store robbery. We not talk betting shop and we not talk haberdashery and other little shop where we jam. Well, not talk post office car. I saw it thing go. So we do these things and we're doing these things from we were young. And every time we get old, we happen to win the case. Because of the nature of what we did, legal aid is there to defend us. Please, I'm not bragging and I'm not boasting. No, I'm speaking it real so the youths them can understand so this thing have levels. So we know what we do, and when we get old, we don't have no money. Because most of the time we go up on a robbery. By the time we done do the robbery and reach back on we ends, we give away the money done. And we have to, at the time we sit down and eat, we tell them already, we are thinking about our next works because it's fun. Now, there come a time when after a while, we start to get on the police them nerves. Because we becomes overconfident. So Starkey start fire shot pan people now too. Yeah. And then it turned into something else. The long and short of it, we all know what happened to General 1981. I'm not going to go into that because that will serve no purpose. We are what we are. So now, this brings me now to Kartel. Now, I'm speaking to Kartel direct now. Brother, which party I gonna go? And that's over there, you know. Who you gonna work for now? Because you see all them people who are talking about free cartel and way cartel. When you come a street, what you gonna do? Because I see you act like you like a victory, you know. Yes, it is a victory upon one hand because nobody don't really want their prison. But you have to think now how you're going to survive now outside because right now, look at you safer inside, you know, brother. I tell you that. That here it all go down now. People are talk say, me and Muta Baruka talk this morning say, which part, which stadium, them will keep your show. But who are going to be your security? I just say it there now. I know where you keep your show. Who you do your show for? I want to stop and balance on yourself and think when my head don't know, you know. Because me are the godfather in this, you know. One, are you going to keep your own show? Who are going to sponsor you? Now, the big issue here that you're supposed to consider now is your relationship with the law. And this is where now you have a big problem, Cartel. You hear your name? Cartel. You actually did start live like you're actually a world boss. And you name that, world boss. So tell me now, if you're the world boss, how you go function now under Andrew Wallace's government? Because I tell you something, Cartel. Look for me again. Look for me good what talk. I just turned 70 the other day. You know how I turned 70? You see how I talk and go on? I still respect the law. You hear me say? You have to respect the law. Every one of my friends them. Mass up, Bayakal, Bucky, Starkey, Danny, Kappa, Maloney, all these men, Sandakan, Natimagan, you name them. All these men have one thing in common. Them see themselves bigger than the law. And I think this is going to be your biggest problem, Cartel, because you actually think say you're a world boss. And if you are world boss, there is no place in Jamaica for you. We can't have two boss in Jamaica. No, I talk to you, no, Cartel. I don't want to come talk about me a hater and me a fight the youth, no, brother. It's levels to this thing, yeah. And one boss in Jamaica. No, whether we like it or not, Jamaica can only have one boss. And that is the Prime Minister, whoever it be. Whether him a Bruce Golden, or whether him a, with the next one I name on the PMP side, I don't even know him. Mark, him name Mark Golden, whatever him name. I don't know them name. Or whether him a Andrew Wallace. The boss is the boss. Anytime, any guy, because me only talk about, you see how much shot my up get? Me tell you no why my up dead. Me tell you no about a badass attack. Me tell you something. My up dead because 1978 a speech we make, and the speech we Massop make is this. When I speak for all labor right. I speak for labor right in Westmoreland, in Montego Bay, and St. Mary. Massop make that speech. Edward Siago never liked that speech. Because Massop tell the whole Jamaica say, I him run JLP business. Go ask Desmond Mackenzie. Go ask him. Him hear the speech. All of the man them hear the speech. And that make him dead. General did the same way too. General get it in him head that him not take no talk and him not play a ball game, but him that jungle and him oppose Tony Welch. Why you think Badass they attack? Badass never put himself in front of himself yet. When me drop forward Cartel, when me drop forward on the set, me fall. Yeah, me fall. See me there? Me fall. A jungle me there now. I'm a fool. Me never up a jungle and go on like a me at the Dan come back. No, me just fall. See that? So you have to learn now how to fall. Fall. First time I go up a pike you, and I think one, I'm make a speech in a pike you. I see the whole place get silent. And when I leave, I ask Duff Chronicles, say, I will go a little while. Let me say, ask. The two man them sit down inside of your police them now. I say, what? Because the speech when me make, no police are supposed to hear that I come out of my mouth. From that, me not go public again. From that day when me go a pike you and realize say, bad man and police turn friend. So Kartel, tell me, how you gonna move when you come out? Cause you can't mix and mingle, you know, Kartel, you're not a friend, you know. And that me I tell you now, Kartel, you're not a friend. Who you gonna trust? You see the house for you, the big house for you have? You have to go turn that into your new prison. And go in there and not come out. Make sure say, everything come to you. You know, come out. Because I tell you how simple the thing is. Look back at the history. Masapa come from football field. Yeah? And them give him a simple flag down. We call it stop check. And after him come out for take him check, call him name, when name, everybody just duck, fire! And them must blow him down. Why you think them going to treat you different? Kartel, you think them going to treat, you think because your name World Boss, them going to treat you different? I can't tell your name World Boss. You have to go balance yourself now, where if a show go on, a police, you have to escort you from your yard. So you have to go have no police friend. You cannot be an enemy of the state. No. Don't balance yourself and think now. Drop the hype. Drop the hype. The hype now go help you. Do you have an army? Let me tell you something. I remember a movie one time with, I think it's Cleopatra Jones, that movie, when Tudeberg and Tony Fergus go up in Harlem, and when Mommy team approach him, remember what him say? If you never see that movie there, tell you what him say. When you fuck with Tudeberg, it's army against army surplus. Kartel, and this it they know. If you come on road and on a talk thing again, you say your name World Boss, you know. So when you have to go move now with them kind of power there. At different level, and you carry the game to the level there, you know. You carry it down to this, you know. So we there now. As watch how this is going to play out. Can't you go play out in a Kartel? Are you a destiny Buddha say, you know? A Buddha say destiny, you know. So you know you have to go fulfill your destiny, you know. We have to go see your army surplus every time you move. You're going to have army surplus. Guns out. That's how it there. Me not look no friend, you know. Me tell you something. If you come to England, yeah, I will be there. Army, surplus. If you come to England here, we will be there. Cause a different ball game, you know. Different ball game if you come here, you know. When we roll, we roll. I'm gonna tell you how we roll. When we roll, we roll. Go ask Beenie Man, go ask Bounty Killer. Cause them man they get piece of the rolling. Even Mr. Vegas get piece of the rolling. So at this right there, I don't know how your thing set down a jam one. But a jam one, you have to go focus span. Because if you go to America, anywhere you go, different levels. Levels, you know, levels. And you name world boss, levels. But everything has to go set. A jam one, I'm kind of, they are now work out now. You know, because I don't know if you hear what I'm talking about. I'm going to talk this now because I'm concerned, you know. Yeah, because there's many ways to skin a cat. Me here, as I sat. I'm disappointed. Yeah, I'm disappointed. Now go say I'm disappointed for your son attack them way there. It imply like him like where him learn that from? Where him learn about that Oberman from? No. Now go say me ask you where Isat learn say him for go a Oberman. When me say Isat in the court and tell Isat, me show Isat this. Look, me show him this. And him never know what it mean. Look, me say Isat, put on your kuntung. This ain't no go me a work. This a put on your kuntung. And me I tell you now, Vybz Kartel, keep your kuntung on. See there? Keep your... Them blood clots sign away and make on them things. Me don't know what them things mean. You know what it mean. But me I tell you now, see there? My generation, put on your blood clot kuntung. Look on it. Put on your kuntung. See there? Go ask a hell that Jamaica what this blood clot mean. Because me just show Palalo and say, me tell Palalo in the courtroom say, me have on me kuntung. So me put on me kuntung for you. Vybz Kartel. See there? Me have on me kuntung for you all now. And me I talk to you with my kuntung. Put on your kuntung, brother. Yeah. Meaning say, no trust no blood clot body. How me say? No trust nobody. Yeah. Yeah, cause a friend enemy. Always, you see what me talk? Me no response if you hear this or you how you take it, you know. Me I tell you, say, I'd level this thing again. Before I go, I want to tell you a next little episode. Cause me now in a whole heap of talk. Me just want to balance something. Bob Marley, Rita Marley, claim say Bob Marley do the song Woman, Hold Your Head and Cry. Johnny was a good man. But me telling you already, and I'm going to tell you again, that song was done from a brethren mother, Miss Alga. And I'm going to tell you what happened this song. And when you hear what happened this song, then you can decipher what tell the truth or what tell a lie. Yeah? Now, but play back the song, Johnny was a good man, and you will hear what Bob Marley say. Bob Marley say, woman, hold your head and cry, for your son have shot down in the street and die. Yeah. So I'm going to tell you about that now. 1974. Yeah. 1974. Was a hell of a year for I and I. 1974 when I come from hell. 1974, the day when I come at the day, big youth take off, not sing a big youth, but police big youth capture Jaraga. Same day I come, ironically, When me get released, my big brother come for me and him ride me from Spanish Town prison. And the first, you know, carry me go my yard. The first place him carry me go a Jarafley yard. And when we pull up a Jarafley yard, Jaraga sit down on the ice box out in gate. And me sit down on the bike. Me don't even come off of the bike. Me sit down on the bike and my brother sit down on the bike. The two of us sit down on the bike. We just pull up and me I talk to Raga on the bike and me I tell him say me just coming now. And me I go down on my yard and come back. Them time there, the man them I run a boat in a pepper yard, in a my spang yard. Them I cook some food. So me tell the man them say, me soon come left a feed for me and ride off. And by the time I ride off and reach my yard, when me I go down Band Street, that is the last time I see Dino. Yeah, I see Dino. And I stop and I talk to Dino and Dino tell me say, he might get ready for fly to Miami. I don't see Dino again. So now, I go to my yard and by the time I come forward on the hill, because I don't know my brother drop me back up there, I hear say, Raga just get sucked off. Just like that. Shift change. Now, Johnny Black, my brethren, that jail. But how Johnny Black get bite when me a count down for come a street? How Johnny Black they get bite? Because this is the next thing about the badness. Because I youth me a talk to. You see with badness, because we are bad from we are juvenile, we take badness for granted and not realize say time I take up catch up and way. For example, I tell myself say I go start bad when I 17 because at 17 they will hang you. So I go put on badness car at 17. But 17 catch me in a prison. So I couldn't put on badness car. Me ready. So when we come out of prison, I decide to me done with badness. And I start learn a trade. Right? So I learn stenciling. PWD upper half a tree, I learn stenciling with a family member. If you know what stenciling is sign making, road sign and them thing there. And that I learn as apprentice. So the Sunday man, Johnny Black, go up on a works. Go rob Stanley motor. And I'm telling already, say we are foot bad man. We are not car bad man or bike bad man. So Johnny Black go joke. Johnny Black, by the way, his right name is Errol Reed. Errol Reed go joke Stanley motor. And after him take it, him and the security force engage from down at Tower Street in a rapid shootout. Can you imagine? From Tower Street, Johnny and them a knock it. And Johnny a head back to Nelson Street, up Wellington Street, from down at Tower Street. In the knockings, Johnny knock him away from Tower Street to Oxford Street. So those of you who know town know the level of coverage and distant. Because in them time there, you know, when me talk, I like to try to time share me. But history are history. So my story, me I talk, and my friend them story. Yeah? In them time there, police never have the type of technology that exists today. So a knockings between some police and we down at Tower Street, a personal knockings. Police now not ready for call back up and call Central and call this. A knockings. The only time of the police involved, if them a pass and hear the knockings and get involved. But a personal knockings. So, Johnny knock him way from down at Tower Street to Oxford Street where him encounter Ronnie and Mike. Them time there, them are the two bad DC police in the neighborhood. And them take over the knockings now and corner Johnny in our yard at Oxford Street. And put 11 piece on him. 11 shot Johnny pick up. And them pronounce him dead on the spot because so the thing they go back then. And what them do? Them carry him from Oxford Street, go to dead house. While him down at dead house, we did have a culture back then when we hear say a man get shot and dead. Figure verify that the man dead. So some of the sisters in them go down at dead house, draw out the fridge, and when them draw out the fridge, Johnny ball out saying not dead. History me I telling you, So when the man ball out saying not dead, them call taxi quick and take him out of the dead house and carry him up a UC. By that time the police them here say him not dead, but him up a UC, and them go place him under arrest. So the doctor them take out the condom out of him and him end up a central police station. There and nurse him thing till him nurse himself back to health. To the point where him reach a point now and decide say, I'm going to try a thing. So, Johnny try a thing and reach road. What does that have to do with me now? Remember, say me and Johnny are going from waterfront days, So, the Sunday morning early now, me I go I work. Because I tell you, I turn good boy. And I do apprentice work. So I go down a parade to take a bus to go up 2:30. So when I come on Haywood Street, I see Joanne Ramsey. Yeah. This is Jackie Ramsey, auntie. I see her. And I see she buy a whole heap of fruits and banana and orange and all these things. So I say, what, Joanne, where I go on? Because I know her, where I go on? And she tell me, she there, I get some fruits for Blacker. I say, where you say, look, why? She say, yeah, man, him come. I say, him come? Yeah, she say, yeah. So I say, all right, when him there? So she buy the fruits and I follow her. Because Blacker there, our yard. Lord, lad. You know, say sometime when you look on some levels, but they're not telling you where come to mind like a while. Because Joanne is Blacker girl. Blacker live with Copper. I really be the father. And Blacker escape. And here is part Blacker there. in a Joan blood clot in a copper house. You hear me say why? I in them there. So by him in there, the whole of the hygiene them now, by the time we hear say Blacker come, in a copper yard full I and I. Yeah. So we in the copper yard and me personal come just come from hell me. Happy for see Blacker. And he say to me and Blacker go, Blacker run down him CV for me. And I can't forget him CV. Blacker said to me say, Star, Ox, any of the hydrant. This is how Blacker talking. Because Blacker not talk like how me talk. Blacker said to me, say, Star, Ox, any of the hydrant. All the girls are mine. You hear what the man say? The man say, Star, Ox, any of the hydrant. All the girls are mine. So I make that so keen. Then the man say, Star, Ox, any of the hydrant. All the guns are mine. That the man said to me. Then the man said to me, say, Star, Ox, any of the hydrant. The biggest works. I mean, take it. Do you understand the levels now? What we're there? Because that's how we're going. We go competitive. I'm telling you already. Say, you lick the post office, me a pre the bank. Me lick the bank, you a pre the brinks. Because that's how we go as youth, competitive. So, me not go away. Yesterday, me I talk to a little cat, you know. And me I tell the cat, say, you this the program, you know, but I threw my leg on the thing, you know, because all boy like you, I roll with you and tie you. And you know him say? Him say a bad mind, a bad mind. I don't know which part of me bad mind. Because I don't watch people things, but when you diss the program and you not pay no dues, because you have to pay dues in this, you know. Some boy come to the thing and not pay no dues, you know. Yeah, you have to pay dues in the thing. Meaning that you win some and you lose some. You have to take a loss. Yeah, enough loss Bob Marley take, but we're not going to that. Anyway, we're talking about woman who let head and cry. Now come off a topic. So now, Blacker look upon Jati, which is Anthony Robinson, Admiral Bailey, big brother. Jati is who bring, Jati come from Upper Buckers. And Jati is who bring Alan Buckers come down at our ends. Because Alan Buckers are one of I and I. So now, Blacker look pan Jati and say, go down a ranch, which is a big youth yard, and tell Jamal to send that. You hear that? Go down a ranch, tell Jamal to send that. Somebody there and Jati gone. And Mr. Jati come back and dip in it and take out a big Iva Johnson and give it to Blacker. Blacker left-handed. So Mr. Blacker lick out the barrel, empty it in the shell them there, man. And I say Blacker have the Iva like this with him cast eye. I look up in night. You know, you see the movie Good Bad and Ugly, where him name, I look up in night. I saw Mr. Blacker. I look up. Cause everything but we are movie, you know. The man I look up in night. The man look up in night thing, you know. So while the man look up in night, me hear Jati say, Star. Jamal say, when you finish with it, for run it. So, Blacker give him a thing like this. Eh? Tell him to come feet. You see how simple? Jati tell him say, Jamal say, when him done with that, for run it back. And me hear Blacker respond and say, eh? Tell him to come feet. And I say, Blacker, load up back the gun. Like him in. And me hear him say this. I want to see a remise, a guardness, Ronnie, Mike, Big Jack, to see which partner this blood clot them live. And then the man say, we're going up on the hills. Them time the full Parkites and Wild Bunch squad come down. Normally, me tell you something the night there. The night there was so great, because normally, respect everyone shorter. Yeah. Because the night there, you come down to. Everyone will come down the night there. I think at the last time, Mr. Errol come down on the battlefield away there. Ready for deal with the thing. Because the night there, when we push out, because you power there. Where they are Love Lane and Beeson Street in a copper yard. And when we push out, we flank both sides of the street. We flank both sides of the street. Every man in a big Sid suit. Every man in a big Sid suit. Every man with red, green, and gold towel cover with locks. Every man. Yeah. And our rank, we rank like age group around from around 10 up to 20. And it's around 40 away. But at the age group that. Yeah. And Blacker, I lead the squad. Time of the G them time there. Blacker the G, you know. And him I lead the squad. Yeah. I will come over King Street, coming on Beeson Street. I will come over Chancellor Lane, coming on Beeson Street. And then tip a tone, I play down a PC. And the dance full all the way up Beeson Street Black, out of Shims there. And we come over Chancellor Lane and I come to Orange Street. But by the time we come to Orange Street, the people them can't see we. And Black a fire one shot in the air. And a one shot there make the whole dance take away itself. The whole dance take away itself. And we are going now. We come a lovely Luke Lane. Then we cross over. We come a Princess Street. And while we are coming, everything start clear the whole place coming like a ghost town. The whole place like a ghost town. Everything take with themselves. Every shop door start lock. Every light start lock off. When you hear me talk, you know, and them power there with it run at the town, you know. And we come straight on, we come over Prentice Street, we come cross Matthews Lane, come cross West Street, come cross Rose Lane, come cross Oxford Street, turn up Pink Lane. Why did we turn up Pink Lane? Ronnie and Mike live up Pink Lane. So we turn up Pink Lane because we want the confrontation. Yeah, but there was no confrontation. So we go straight up Pink Lane. Yeah, and take Tune Plane. Come through Sal City. Yeah. Come over Regent Street. Take Tune Plane again. Lick Bread Lane. Lick Dunford Street. Lick Wellington Street. Lick Nelson Street. See? And come round. And when we come round, we end up in the back round a racecourse lane now. Yeah, because you have a little lane round a racecourse lane, you carry from racecourse lane to Berlin Street. But that you have to go through Daphne and Junior them yard, Redman them yard. So in the yard we anchor. So we anchor in the yard there and then through basis, you know, I tell myself, say, I go down my yard and come forward. So I take for myself and go in my yard. Because remember, say, I work, I go to the morning, you know. And for me, years, a blacker come. I there with him. I not going to work again. I there with him and don't move until in a late hour of the night. Because a full team we use, full force, bring him forward. So, Vybz Kartel, you hear what I show you? Because them time that's how we deal with our thing, you know. That's why the full squad, they did it. Because a head on collusion, anything test with. And the army has to come to test with them time there. So when you come, and them kind of power they have to have now if you say a real world boss. If another them level there think pan, play with the thing. Anyway, the powers that be, Blacker end up him and Joan. Cause a two Joan is a two Joan Blacker the dog. Him have Joan Ramsey and him have there was three Joan. You have Joan Morgan, which is Burns, and you have Joan Ramsey, and you have Suri Joan. And all the Joan is a Blacker girl them. So Blacker end up with Suri Joan. Him and I go sleep on a Hawkins on a racecourse lane. And somehow Big Youth get all of Blacker down there. And the morning, Lever, Sterling, and Big Youth and a team went down there. And they give Blacker 48 shots. In those times, Blacker was the first man to get so much shot. And them draw Blacker out at the yard in a racecourse lane. And while him in a racecourse lane, dead already, Big Youth go over him and bust a shot in him forehead. When Bob Marley hear about it, that's when Bob Marley get inspired to sing the song because Blacker Mother, Miss Alga, woman hold her head and cry in a race course lane. No hunger, and a hunger, Miss Alga did not cry. The whole of the woman them, the whole of the mothers them, because shoot him up in the yard was one thing. But what Big you did, that's what devastate the people them. As a matter of fact, if you ask me, Big Youth lose him job in the police force because of that when him did. Because the people him complain hard about that. Him already dead when him. Big Youth reason for doing that is because Blacker did get 11 shot already and got dead house and never dead. So him do that to make sure so Blacker dead. Hence Bob Marley sing the song. Anyway, the point I'm making here is the levels. Blacker didn't know that he was so hot. Blacker was taking this thing for a joke because that's how, when you grow up a bad from your youth, after a while you get pan Babylon nerves and then can't wait for hold you, for bore you up. You know, say them hold me one night for bore me up. Yeah, man. I will tell you about that in a different story, man, because sometimes me wonder how me lucky so. Yeah, man, them corner me one night, man. Papa corner me. Corner me! Taxi man run left me and the man them flush up a thing for burn my skin. I'll tell you about that in my next podcast. Hopefully, like I said, when I speak these way, the haters them are going to say, I brag and boast, me I brag and boast. But no, I'm telling you about the history. And this history was about the Privy Council. And the punchline is, don't make them fool. Oh no. Yeah. Until such time, stand firm.